Test, test. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got here. Contracts. There's real no, I think that's an entrenched, right? Do this one. We'll pay 500 for this one. Supposedly, I'm gonna make 3,400. So we'll accept that one. Everything's there. Okay. Finally, you remembered. Thirsty. Probably head back after this. Should be able to turn out that stupid light right there and that stupid light right there. That's not what you want shining in your cockpit while you're fighting in pitch black. You want very little light inside. It should be like orange lighting or red lighting. This is a very low risk bounty, he's still... There's no bounties here. And I don't want to go to Hurston. Hurston's terrible. We should get a ping somewhere along here, I hope. Hoping. tell where I am here. There we go. Let's chase now. I know I can chase. Oh shoot, those trees. Can't tell. Is he landing? Is he in a safe zone? He must be. I hate this pitch black. I can see nothing. Desync. I do not know what to think of this desync. He keeps flying over this. Can't tell. I cannot tell. Look, I'm upside down. Can't even tell. Can this ship get? What is this ship? It's a prospector, man. It's a bugger. Jeez, he's down there now. Nelly. What? Oh shit! He desync. 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 Bye. I don't know if I'm hitting him or not. I don't know if he's hitting me. He's probably blown me up already. Good gravy. I hate darkness. I do not know where I'm at. Reorientate myself. Woo, spooky. I'll shoot at me or what? Doesn't look like it. Clue where I'm at. Pretty chilly out here. Woo! Brr. What kind of goodies you got in here? Got a backpack for me? There's nothing in here. Oh, there's this. What you got? Okay, I'll take that. Looks like I can take it all. Alright. Let's go buy a yellow backpack. Cheap backpack. That's it. That prospector was defending an apple. Okay, so we can put this in here. Okay. Switch am I hitting that's making this bullshit happen? Seriously. I don't want the cruise control. I've turned you off. Look at that. This is going to cause me to crash when I land. There's no two ways about it. This shit, man. The controls. Why do you always change the controls? Star Citizen. Oh, well, we just have to change it for change's sake. Let's look for... This is familiar. What you got over here? You won? Oh, you're on 4. We'll take it. Target's location. Didn't we do that already? Well, I already done did that. Alright. That should be Tressler. Look at that. What? Why is this like set on cruise? Why is this set on cruise? What's going on? Look at that. What the hell? I do not need you cruising me into a station. Throttle. Okay, let's just power down. Yeah, shut it off. We're gonna shut everything off. We're just gonna sit here and drift so you can reset, you stupid machine. Well, you cannot automatically set me on cruise when I don't have none of that crap turned on. Yet there it is, still on. Engines off, turn that off. I'm getting out of the seat. Okay, we'll leave. Think about it. Get back in. Let's see if it's still broken. I've turned it off. It's staying on. Oh, you think? I don't get this. For the life of me, I do not know why this is doing this. It's just holding the throttle. There. Oh, good gravy. See if anything is opened up. Says there's no bounties. dangerous. Jeez. Gosh, I got so many wires going everywhere. Okay, let's see what we got here. $26,000 to restock those missiles. Dang. I'm telling you, they're making this they're going to make this a microtransaction game. You have to buy credits just to keep up with this. It's just 4 missiles. 4 little missiles on this ship. 27,000. Is that what it was? 27? 26? Let's see. They're so out of whack. Look at that. That's crazy. They're supposed to fix this too. This is ridiculous. They've had such a refueling and everything has been broken since 317. They've not been able to have this be consistent. Page 6. Okay. I think we got everything done. Just double check. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. So we're going to buy a couple things here. Let's turn the lights out. I don't know if this area is any better than Hurston. Hurston's a crap show. It's just terrible. Terrible. I'm waiting for them to have an update that ran as good as 315. 315 is the last time they had a good, oh, cool. Oh, you could open that. That's new. 315 is the last time they had an update that actually functioned, was fun. People were playing and just like, whoa, could this be it? Ever since then, everything's been a crap show. This sure is a pretty ship that they came out with. It's too bad all their heavy fighters are just junk, though. It's junk. Got size 5 guns. Has a hard time shooting down a prospector. The visuals at night, I mean, it's pitch black. You can't see the ground. You gotta keep pinging to know where you're at, and that's ridiculous. Okay, she's all ready to go, though. She's got her missiles on her, yeah. Okay. Let's go see what we can buy here. It's been a while since I've been a Tressler. Backpack, if they have one. Oh, I need, yeah, small backpack. Maybe one of those. Really? Come on! Oh my god! Fucking Star Citizen. I'm telling you, game people love to hate. Or actually, the game people hate to hate. Man, this frame rate is just phenomenal, and I have a lot more than 32 gigs of RAM. Oh, jeez. Okay. frozen. Oh, jeez. Are you kidding? Let's see. Cargo Center's gonna have my backpack. Okay, she got me up here relatively quick. Yeah, let's go buy backpacks. I can't put my helmet off. Can't pull my helmet off until I get a backpack. Of course, they're not going to have anything up here for me to pull it out. Yeah, their whole inventory system. Oh, we're going to have these kiosks available for you. They should have kiosks everywhere. Used to be, it was like a regular game. You could just go into your inventory and you can just, okay, I'll pull this out of my inventory. But no. They got to make going to your inventory gameplay. Think about that. Going to your inventory is like gameplay. Said no MMO ever. Every MMO just lets you access your menu or your. Is this the backpack I want? No. It's too big. No, it's too big too. I don't think I can carry that one. But I got it. Those are your only backpacks? Come on. Come on. Those are we'll buy. Okay, of course I'm gonna have to go find a kiosk. Gotta find a kiosk. This is even this gameplay doesn't even work. It's broken half the time. God, this game. I hate to hate on it like I do, but it just rips it out of you. It rips the hate right out of you. Okay, let's go. This whole facility, not one kiosk. See how long it takes us to find a kiosk that I can access inventory without having to go to a hangar. So it used to be just hit I, and you can find the inventory you have here at the station, because you're in the station. No problem. But no, we can't have that. We gotta make you jump through hoops. We gotta make inventory a gameplay loop. We want it to be so real. This is what you gotta find. You gotta find these. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So ridiculous. Yeah. Let's move this stuff up here. Yeah, I got 4 apples now, though. That's the only good thing that's happened so far today. I got 4 apples. Okay. Take 1 apple. See how long it takes for it to put it in his hand. There we go. We'll eat said apple. See, I don't mind stuff like this. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that. The inventory? Ridiculous. Those kiosks. Whoever thought of that, whoever designed that, said no MMO game ever. I would fire the guy. It's just absolute stupidity. Why would you add that as a gameplay function when you can't get the other gameplay together, but you add this, you add these multi-steps just to get to inventory now, which is computing power, language. You gotta burn a lot of stuff. Jesus, why is that on? Can't drink with that on. You know. Who was it that did a video on what the original Kickstarter proposal was for this game and how fucking far over the edge they have gone with this. With, oh, we're gonna add swimming to the game now. We're gonna add this to the game. You know, as technology changes, they keep adding. They have no set end goal. There's no end game for this game. Because tomorrow something new is going to come up, and Chris Roberts driving in his custom McLaren that we paid for, that, you know, hey, we backers paid for. Hey, we got to put that in the game now. Okay, we'll figure out how to do it. Bam. That's why a game like this is taking so long. The guy has nobody to answer to. Oh, but look what he's making. Yeah, he's throwing a bunch of diamonds and pearls into a big old pile of shit. This is shit. It's shit. You know, most of my friends aren't even playing this game now. You know, they can't even get in. I got lucky. I from what I hear, there's only like 2 U.S. servers that are working, and I'm in one. So I'm taking advantage of it because I do like to fly my ships. I do like to cruise around. I'll tell you. Oh, did I not drink? Let's see if we did not drink. No, we did not drink. Okay, see, now he won't even drink. Hello? Hello? Did I drink it? Maybe I did. We'll find out. Contents remain. I did drink. Okay, jeez. That's how frustrating this game is. You don't know if you did something or if you did. Always keep your helmet on because you never know where you're walking. It could just suddenly have no oxygen in a station. You could cross the threshold and it'd suck all the air right out of you and you'll start dying right there and then. It's humorous the first time it happens. You're like, how in the world did I just suffocate in a space station? But when it happens routinely, and the thing that sucks is never stays in the same place. Every update, it's another location that's going to have some hidden glitch like that. Let's see what they got in here. This guy is, he's holding the machine. I got one. No, that's... Hey. Why would they put a commodity shop here? This is where you should be buying equipment. So they only have one. This guy's hoarding it. And then they have a commodity shop. When they have... that damn place.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
And watch, there's nobody there. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here. Commodity. But, you know what? I think we need one more extra in the system office, you know, where they sell systems and... at the Platinum Bay. We need one more right here instead of one of these that lets you see this stuff. See, this guy's just staring into oblivion, so I can't access that. He's in it. He hasn't even moved the screen. Just standing there. Probably AFK. But hey, we gotta have that extra commodity terminal because Lord knows these are all full. These are all full. Yep, jam packed. Let's see. Let's make sure. Yep, they're packed. Just loaded. Star Citizen. I swear their programmers do not game. They're not gamers. They can't be. You cannot make a game any less intuitive and be a game. There's no way you can be a gamer making a game this pathetic when it comes to intuition, being intuitive.
Hi, welcome to the store.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and every MMO I play, yeah, you just hit I and that's your inventory. You can pull out. No, not here. You gotta go find a fucking kiosk. No, here you gotta go find a kiosk. You know, they just thought it would be a great idea. You know how that goes.
Hi, welcome.
Something good there. Well, you know what? Let's go get a. Let's get one of those tractor beam guns. I like the rifle ones. I don't know if I should get one or not because I could easily. You know what? I'm gonna put it in a box, and then I'm not doing bounties. If I do ground bounties, we'll figure it out. Let's see what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna get a cargo box. Look how fast that is. You know, we have instant elevators, but we can't have instant inventory.
Everything good?
Utility would be under utility. Yeah, it's these guys. I don't need an 8.
You're right.
Yeah, a 1 SU will fit in a Guardian, so I'll buy one of those. Okay. Let's see, what else do we need? No. Come on. Let's see, is it personal weapons? Yeah. There we go. 20 grand, but I like them. I'll spend 40 grand, get 2 here. Okay.
How's it going?
I do not know why my guy always suddenly looks down. Oh, turtle. Mr. Wizard! I should buy food here. Might as well have food here. So you can actually live out of the Guardian if the game wasn't so glitchy. It wouldn't just abandon you or maybe have you spawn inside the middle of a planet or have you sitting in the sun. Who knows? Come on. Oh, see, look at that. There we go. Delay. Shouldn't be sustenance. Oh, that goddamn beacon undersuit. Here we go. So, probably 21. Green juice. That'll work. Okay, that should be everything. The frustration can. What the hell is that? Just out of nowhere. Burp.
What?
Anything in the Galleria anymore? No. I did want to look to see what kind of drives or quantum drives they had here, but I'm good. Okay, so you have to go to these things. It's one in my hangar too, but this I just don't see why we are having to do this, but they want us to do it. This I will open. one here. Drop one there. Two. Oh, geez, I got 2 empty bottles. Okay. Take 5. Those there. Map. Oh, put those in there too. Really, put those in there too. Step away from the cubicle. Now supposedly there's a way you can, I guess you can put these here. Oh jeez, gotta take the damn helmet off. Let's see if we can make this work. It just worked. Try that again later. Oh, yeah, don't need inventory. There it is, finally appeared. Let's see if we can make it appear again. Hello, inventory. Let's see if they've got any missions available to us. Doesn't look like anything new showed up. What in the world? What's this evaluation? So this is ground, which these used to be merc missions. I don't know why they're under bounty hunter. These used to be merc missions. Now they're mixing them, whereas bounties were mostly air or space combat, atmospheric combat in ships. Hauling missions I got. Somebody took one. That should normally read 120. So if I had my ship here, I could take that. That's probably going from here down to Babbage. Nope, it's going to all these different outposts. That one's a bit different. These are a pain. Because you get these outposts and the elevators are not working. Your best bets are the ones that, like Planetary Small, sometimes these work. But when you're going to, that's a pain. I wish they worked. Here's one. So this one's not as bad as it looks. It's 2 stops. It's one more stop than what you want to have to do. This one right here will take you down. Collect the waste from New Babbage, bring it up to here. And then normally from down here, there's like a take stems to them, but I don't see it. I think somebody took it. That's why there's a. I will say this with this game, I definitely need to have a mental breakdown button on my mic. Let's see here. Normally it's a 90K small. See, but this is going to multiple locations. Multiple locations. Somebody took the stems down the Babbage. That would be the other 90K mission. Could be this one, but that one wasn't it because we looked at it. It's multiple locations. So that normally reads 120. So somebody poached, or didn't poach it. It's up for the grabs. Here we still don't have anything good to do. What's this one? Gain its ground. So let's close that up. Mercenary. This is crap. I don't know what in the hell they've done to screw this up. They've done screwed it up. This one is defend the ship. I haven't done one of these. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if it'll let me find it. We'll go for it. Alright. My ship should still be loitering around here. So I should still have a small hangar. It's not very busy here, which is good. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Make sure nobody jumps in with you. Okay. For Rosen, come on, I want to look around here. I do like this ship. It's not the best ship for combat, it's just a gorgeous ship. And for PvE, which is all I'm doing right now, because I really don't know the Master Modes system all that well. I haven't really played this game with any real intent since, well, since they locked me out at 317. Let's see, I got in 319 for a little bit, and then by that time, you know, the 320 is I was just, really lost a lot of interest. Cough button. Okay. hate how those wiggle. It would be cool if they would go with the motion that you're going. Which I would guess is what they're supposed to do. My luck, that's actually still closed. Okay, good, it's not. Alright, let's see what we can find here. See if we can find our... I don't want to go back to Everest. Everest has been a nightmare. Certainly don't know where my, there it is, he's up here. Yeah. Let's flow out this way. Oh, I hate this. Ugh. Okay, let's see what we can see here. Go to Microtech. Aren't I here in Microtech? Why don't I go to you? See where you take me. There we go. That was a delay. How's that for a delay? I hit the launch button right when it spooled. Okay, so 10 kilometers and it's gonna let me jump? Okay. I shut that off. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Now here's another thing that's a pain in the derriere. See this? You gotta keep resetting these. It's like, give me a flippin' break, really? Every time? Desync. Got desync. Gotta love that. Oh, jeez. Desync. Tanu, huh? Okay, we'll take it. Turn around for me, bud. Oh, jeez, desync big time. Desync's gonna cost me this mission because I can't keep these guys locked on. What's this other guy at? jeez, look at he's down here. It's gotta be nice to have warping abilities like that, huh? I don't know if he's there. Okay, he was there. Alright. Alright, buddy. Alright, get out of here. Have a great life. There's probably cargo in these. But I don't have the room to carry it. Doesn't mean we can't investigate though, right? What we should do is turn the back end over towards it. Yeah, we'll do that. Let me turn the back end. Let me turn the ass into this thing. Let's see what we got. So what kind of surprise if they have for us in here. Jeez. Yeah, let's put our landing gear down so we move like sluggards.
Landing gear down.
Okay, let's see what we got. First thing we want to do is make sure we got a helmet on because, you know, it does us no good to go out in the middle of space without a helmet. That's where my box will go. See if we can get anything in here. Hi guys, it's me, Mr. Puff and Stuff. Just coming to visit. Oh jeez, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, I'd rather have that happen. Okay, I think I pretty much just blowed that ship up. Okie dokie, yeah, we're not gonna do that again. Well, let's have a cargo ship. Wow, what was the temperature out there? Holy cannoli. That could have done killed me. There's no way I have protection for that kind of temperature out there. Jeebity. It's still trying to get back to normal. Woo! That wasn't good for me. Let's see, did I make some money? I did. Okay. Is there anything else we can look for? Oh, well, kind of out of the middle of nowhere here. Oh, those are my contracts I completed. Nothing. There's a hauling mission out here in the middle of nowhere? What's this one? I'm gonna see you from Cheney. Oh, jeez. Want me to fly all the way back there, huh? Okay. No, that's not gonna happen. Alright. Let's look for, should be careful not run into that thing. Let's get rid of it. I'm sorry, done gotten rid of it. That was soft death, but what moon is that? Oh, jeez. That's Microtech. Okay. Throw him too. And is that far away? Oh, please. Please. Okay. F2. Go offers. There we go. That's more like it. Still the same 12 though. It's gonna be the same crap. Bunker, or cave. Who knows what that is? These are all players. This is the wrong ship for any type of a player bounty. And even then, probably, from what I hear, some of these are just duplicates. Merc mission. What do you got for a Merc mission? Well, they got another one of these. I'll take the money. Go to Microtech. I'm here. Wrong button. That was definitely operator error. I'll accept it. No, see? Gotta reset these. Why they don't stay set? I have no idea. I really don't. Okay. Let's just get into the fray. They should be popping up very soon. That's a bummer. Too soon? Yeah. Let's get this up here. We'll jump back to it, see if something spawns. Boom! Just in case. Let's see what we got here. At least the one worked. I don't think this one's gonna work. Should have picked something up by now. Okay. Broken. Alright, let's see if we can find what's that? That is Long Forest Station. Magnus Gateway. Have I been to that station? I've already seen that name. Red Crossroads Station. I'm very familiar with that one. Come on, you guys, you need to run into a plant somewhere along here. There you are. Alright, Microtech, let's see if we can find something else. Because that's definitely not going to do it for us. Dokily. So we can find something else to do. Oh, there's more. There is more. Let's just see these repeat missions. I'm guessing I can go do some over in Crusader. Can I get to Crusader from here? I need to go get my box. I should take my box with me. Trustler. It might have been Trustler right here. Who you be? You're not gonna give me a name, are you? How about you? Reach target's location. Oh, that's an old one. Jeez. It's still out there, huh? Okay, we'll go to 1 before it dips below the horizon. On we go. Alright. Tressler. That's the comma ray, so you must be Tressler. Okay, we're just gonna top off on fuel. I probably don't need it, but should tell me what kind of ship that is. Really tell from that profile. Oh, it's torched. It's a Gladius. It's all flamed out. I don't know if they have pads here. Might as well look for them. Oh, actually, I want to go get my box, right? Hold on. Let's see if it's this one. I can't tell if it's this one or not. Nope, it's this one. So you don't even know if you smashed the wall or not. And of course these doors want to close as soon as they can.
Landing gear down.
So we're gonna do this dance. Ah, shouldn't be a thing. Ever since 316, this has always glitched. 315 was good. We got 8,700 restocked. I fired 2 missiles. 2. This thing has 16. Come on, give me some fuel. Come on, let me top off. Oh, you fucker. Yeah, didn't need one. Oh, jeez, honestly. 330 in repair. Oh jeez, I don't even think that clicked. That's how touchy. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, good. Oh, you fucker. Okay. All right. No. One thing I haven't been able to figure out. They tell me there's like a button or something. You're supposed to hold a button. It don't work that way for me. But I cannot get out of the just leave the cockpit and go to the ground. For the life of me. Makes me, so I'll even look for a switch to exit, which here, let's turn this off first and foremost, because that is just nothing but in the way. See, you got this exit to rear, that's all you got. They say there's something that you can press and it'll give you like a switch, like a circle, like the circle that, oh yeah, you want to go there? Okay. Nope, I don't see it anywhere. You got these switches. Some of these are hot buttons. Exit or open exterior. Said nobody. That's, I guess, your landing gear. Power off. There used to be like an exit here. I am telling you, I do not see it. All I've got is this, exit to rear. And they say, well, if you hold the button down, you'll get like a circle. No, you don't. You don't get jack. So, I don't know what to say. Something above me here? I'm missing? No. Okay, then I was told, oh, you don't just tap Y, you gotta hold Y. Okay, I've held Y. I'm gonna try and tap Y. Let's see if I just tap it. No, that don't do it. Exit seat. Yeah. Got those TPS reports. Holding Y. That's the only thing that holding Y does. Alright. This one. Oh, it's a weapon locker. How cool is that? There's an outside weapon locker too. What's this? Component access. Oh, looky there. It's my crossfield. Close that. Does this one need to close? No. Anything over here? There's another component access rack. Okay, let's go down. Alright. Only that down. Hopefully there's nobody in here. I suppose I could have turned my ship around. Have to turn around anyway, but that's okay. Alright, let's go down and get my box. A box of tricks. Got a box full of tricks right here. Nothing really big, but... And I think I have guns at Cruel 1, so if I need to do ground guns. You certainly don't want to head to a Crusader. Yella and all the other planets are probably okay. I'm thinking. Let's see here. 2 will do it. Whoops. See if that will close. Alright, keep moving around. I got a gamepad, so I got a cord coming off of that. Got a wireless mouse, but I prefer it plugged in, so I have it wired in. I keep crossing my cords. Okay. Okay, it may not like this, so let's get out of the way in case she blows. See how it is. Hello? There. Supposed to be able to rotate this, right? This way. Store all. Okay. Open you again. There's another way to do this too. We'll do it that way. But let's first pick you up. Okay, that should go in, no problem. No, we'll just suck it up ourselves. There you go. Oh. Yep, he gobbled it. So we come over here. Get this side. Of course, we're in here now, so we'll just go to the back. Now this is where we want our box. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. See that? Have our goodies and our supplies in here. I don't think they have a. Oh, there's personal storage here. Okay, so that's there. So we're gonna. I guess use that. 650K, not too bad. endorse me. Thank you. So I should have all my goodies in here. I do. I accept. Okay.
Engines on.
Do my controllers just screw up again?
Engines off.
Let's make sure everything's good. You see, there's an issue sometimes. And Star Citizen likes to just totally take your joysticks and knock out your left one and make the right one do everything. Because, well, Star Citizen.
Engines on.
There we go.
Sequence complete.
Is everything in? Clear. Alright.
Landing gear up.
Let's see if we can just make a single jump to this. A lot of times there's always something in the way. They can put something in the way. There's always something in the way. It's obstructed, so we're gonna have to figure out somewhere else to go. Alright. So, let's just look around here. See what we got. What have you got? Magnificence. What's that? That's a comm array. What in the world? Why am I moving? Why am I moving? Why am I moving? How in the world did that happen? And I'm back on this again. I can't remember what I did to shut that up. Just a click? I'll tell you, man, this game. Comm array. Don't care about that. Where's the damn sun? To the other side of the planet? Yeah. Nope, sure enough. What am I, can't jump to that. According to you. See if I can jump to one of these moons and get the shot. Cleo's. We'll do this guy. 23. Bunker. See the what? Look at this. They took away all of our PvE bounties, and they got all this crap. We don't want that crap. This is supposed to be, you can go do whatever you want. A PvE environment. Still, those are crapped out. Okay, let's get out of here. Certainly don't want that. Let's see if I can get to, let's see if we can get to Crew L1 from here. Calculate. Oh, look at that. We can do it now. Make me a path. We got a nice long flight ahead of us. Okay. Let's look at the ship in flight instead of... Oh, look at that. It's getting all beat up. And paint getting scratched. Good looking ship. Too bad it's not really effective in fighting in PvP, which it should be. There's no reason why they should be making these ships so pathetically slow to rotate. Especially a Mirai ship. With the articulating thrusters. But hey. Like I said, the programmers that program this game do not game. They can't be gamers. Okay. Shut that off. Make sure we don't run into a rock. It's just floating out here by its lonesome.
Shield on.
See, up here, this should automatically go to my settings. See that? It puts it 6. Instead, you got to manually keep doing this. When I've set this now, like every time I come out of a quantum for any type of combat, but it should automatically go to what you set it at, if anything. Number 2, I'm watching these guys complain. They should never have made it to where just because you go into nav mode, your shields are down. Shut the weapons down. I don't care. But you shouldn't shut the shields down because it doesn't make sense. You know, the space debris. As you're flying through at quantum, you got to have protection against things flying at you. Or if you get pulled out by NPCs, sometimes they pull you out and they have you flying right through debris instantly. But, you know, they're supposedly in the 30th century and they can't, you know, manage the power to where when you're flying in nav mode, you can't have your shields up. Now, there's a reason why CIG did that. That's because, well, they got a bunch of bitchers and moaners in the PvP side. They said, oh, we can't kill these big ships if they have their shields up and they can run away from us. And we got to go in the nav mode. Well, screw you, you know. Get yourself a Mantis and try and hold them there and chase them down. But in nav mode, they should have the ability to have shields up, because these guys are popping out, you know, jumping across, you know, whether they're going from Stanton to Pyro or Pyro to Stanton. People can camp. They camp when you come through that gate, and as soon as you come through that gate, do you think you have time to go through and adjust the power to your shields while these guys are pummeling you, depending on which you're in? No, that's what I'm telling you. The programmers at CIG don't game. I'll tell you this right now, I don't even think Chris Roberts games anymore. Hell no, he's too big. I don't know if you noticed, but when he first kicked this game off, number one, it wasn't supposed to be PvP focused. It never was PvP focused. It was always supposed to be a player making his way through a verse that they were going to create, which was going to be PvE with PvP elements. Look, I don't mind the PvP, but the problem is that nobody does PvP as if they have a sense of loss if they lose. They PvP like they do in Grand Theft Auto. They're just murder hobos. You know, if they catch a ship coming out of Pyro and it has its shields down, they're on top of it. And there's nothing you can do. You can't outrun them because they're on you. They're right there at the gate. And as soon as you try to run, most fighters can stick with you for most of the duration of your acceleration, and then it's missile barrage coming at you, and you can't do it. You're destroyed. You're as good as destroyed if you come out and there's a group of people like what these guys are complaining about. They're not even pirating, so there's no real logic in a real, you know, look, if CIG wants to have like a real life feel, okay, death of a spaceman, all that crap, which, you know, hey, you're gonna have issues because you can't have shit that people have given you money. I don't care if you say it's a pledge. In the state of California, ain't gonna fly, CIG. You can't just take shit away from people. You're gonna have to have a way to where they can recoup it, because they've given you real dollars for stuff that you have to keep providing, even though it's just a pledge. You know, remember, lifetime insurance, and even the 6-month insurance. You can't just have it disappear. Not unless you make it to where there's an option to where on every ship they own, they had the option to buy lifetime. But if you force them into, you know, a short-term insurance deal, and I don't know what's going to happen with your insurance. I think that's the fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard. Insurance on your ship. Stupid. It's a fucking game. Okay? If you have the ship, so the fuck what? It's pixels. Keep it. Any case, You have these people popping out at Pyro, and they're just getting just murdered. You know, it's like Grand Theft Auto in this game. Nobody has a sense of loss. Oh, I just gotta go claim my ship. You know, I'm just flying naked anyway. That's what they do. They just fly naked. There's no sense of loss for them. So the very least that CIG could do is give us back the shields. Give us back the shields. Okay, you don't like that? Give us half-powered shields at least. So we have a chance to make a break to get away. But see, they've changed their parameters. If you go to the original Kickstarter, it was a PvE with PvP potential. You know, that you could rob somebody, you could pirate them. Now they got the PvPers complaining, so now they've screwed all the people that originally backed. I mean, you're talking about the whales, guys that have you know ducats into this game, and they're the original ones, and they're the ones that are getting screwed. You know, because okay, you know, Chris Roberts cruised around his custom McLaren, one-off McLaren. And when I say custom, it's not like he took it to a custom shop. Hell no, he had McLaren make him a one-off. You know how much money that takes? Well, sell a few ships and you can go have what you want. Do you think they're really putting that money into this game? Fuck no, they're not doing that. They're fucking living fat. Look how fat fucking Chris Roberts is now from when he started. He's fucking eating well now. You know, when he started this thing, he wasn't a multi-millionaire. Okay, he was just a known publisher that published a game, you know, called Wing Commander decades ago. So he wasn't some guy that was sitting high on the hog, but this crowdfunding has made him a multi-millionaire. He's actually probably closer to, he's probably got in his own pockets out of what's been pledged in this game, since he's the sole control. He's probably pocketed at least $250 million. $250 million. And he hasn't given us, it hasn't produced us a game. 13 years. Any case, his parameters were, hey, it's going to be like a PvE environment. You know, you can go do whatever you want in the verse. You know, you want to just be a miner, not mess with anybody, you're a miner. You want to be a cargo hauler, you're a cargo hauler. You know, it's going to be player versus the environment. You'll have, you know, PvE, ships maybe attacking you. You know, and maybe the occasional player. But, you know, the key was the players are supposed to have a reason. It's not supposed to be Grand Theft Auto. And that's what these guys are complaining about. They're not talking about it anymore. And I guess they got it out of their system. But that's pretty much what Star Citizen is at the jump point. You know, especially when you're going in or trying to leave Pyro. If the ne'er-do-wells, the murder hobos set themselves up, it's Grand Theft Auto. And that's not what this game should be. Like, I, sitting here in a heavy fighter, should have no reason have the inkling, just because I see a mining ship coming into this station, want to destroy it. Or if I do destroy it, you see this space station? This space station shouldn't be the fuck around lollipop PvE crap show that it is. It should be as lethal as anything in this game. More lethal than the best pilot in this game. Now, if I'm stupid enough to attack a ship within the parameters of this station right here, this station, look at that, that's a turret right there. These things should be crack. They should be able to crack anything and defend the ships that are coming in that are being attacked. See, that's how you ward off murder hobos. But they don't do that. These things are, hey, they're about as, you know, accurate as the NPCs. They're trying to make them better, I think, but they're not. Out at the Pyro jump gates, if you're not going to give them shields, you should have heavy defenses all around. But even then, the ships should have their shields available to them while in nav mode. But no weapons. Okay, I'll grant you. Don't let them charge up their weapons, because they got everything to full engines and full quantum drive or jump drive. You know, you shift to your jump drive, okay, you're going to lose your weapons. Maybe a quarter, maybe half power of your shields, depending on the power plant. But every ship that jumps or goes in the nav mode should have the ability to have the shields. Because look, you get to a Shubin mining facility, let's say, and you're trying to do, you know, cargo runs. You know, you're trading now. Trading has a lot more at stake because the trader has to invest and buy his cargo, and then he's got to get it to the buyer. Versus what they have hauling in the game, where I can get a contract to haul from this station to another station, but I'm just the hauler. Kind of like what today's most truckers are. You know, most truckers, that's all they do. That's what trains do. They just haul the stuff. They're not actually buying the stuff and then taking it to the customer for them to purchase it. They're just the go-between. They're the transportation. So they have that in the game now. But if you're one of those that's actually trading, you get the Shubin mining facility, you're screwed if they come and they surround you. You're either going to sit there and try and win, and they're going to sit there and wait you out. You know, they're so dogmatic. You know, there's some pirates out there that are good that they'll try and negotiate. Say, hey, you know, you're not going anywhere. You got to pay the toll. You pay the toll, we'll guarantee your passage. But even then, see, that ship that's down there, there should be turret defenses that guy can fly and get a head of steam to go through that are defending him. That are treacherous for the little fighters that can keep up with any big ship in Atmo in combat mode, while the cargo ship is in nav mode. These little fighters can keep up with them. These ships can't go very fast. Star Lancer Max, it can't go very fast in Atmo. Sucks. This ship this is my combat mode. My speed is my speed indicator, I think, is right here, right? This is how fast I can, and in Atmo I can get up to about 380, I think it is, but just here. Okay. I'm in full combat, and I'm at 430 meters a second. Cargo ships can't do that. This ship to a cargo ship is death to a cargo ship that's coming out in Pyro. That's what this ship is for. You know, that's why I have a QI. You know, if I ever, you know, want to be a jackass, you can go out there and, man, you're going to lay out some fire. Size 5s, 2 size 5. And of course on the QI I got the cannons. You know, this one I did put the attritions, but you know, those ships should have a chance to at least withstand what I'm going to bring on them and give them the opportunity to jump from that Pyro gate. And the way you could do it is two ways. Give the ability to have shields in nav mode up to a degree. You know, 50% shields, but at least give them shields so they can try and get away. Because even a Star Lancer Max will not out accelerate a fighter. You get enough fighters, even the small light fighters, I mean, they're going to put down some heavy fire on you before you get away. They might even damage your engines or your jump drive in the future, because they're going to have it to where they can damage equipment in here. And they're making all the guys who are industrial players, miners, you know, a mining ship is a easy target for me in this ship, and I'm not even a great pilot. Easy target for me to do some damage on, just to be a murder hobo. And I could do it in here, and these stupid things won't even destroy me. They won't even get me. Yeah, they got missiles now. But hey, you can still flare them off and you can still noise them off. But I'm still gonna do my damage on that guy flying in, especially if I catch it, because they have you come out of quantum outside that ring. So you're outside that ring. Could you imagine? You're actually out about where that, see where that path out there, near where my cursor? You're out there. Boom, you come in. And the murder hobos are waiting for you here. I had that, you know, shoot, we had that happen in you know, sure, they were playing a role that they were playing, that they were fighting with the I forgot what group it was, but you know, it was like a safe stand type bullshit, you know, where I had to take medical supplies. I had a full Hercules, full, and it was Avenger 1 and his crew. Now, look, I'm not gonna knock him for it. I like Avenger 1. I like his videos. But yeah, you show up there, you know, you're thinking, hey man, I'm playing this PvE game. And you know, it's hard to get into these hangars because there's not enough of them. When you got, you know, the entire server trying to deliver, make some money and stuff like that, and you know, first you got to run through the blockade of the actual enemies, you know, PvE enemies, and then you get there and you got guys like Avenger 1 and his crew just sitting here, flying around here with no consequences because these space stations fucking suck. They suck. They can't defend you. Whereas they should be able to defend you. And that's what I was hoping for. I got into the hangar, and the only thing that kept me from getting those doors closed was I was in such a rush to get into the hangar, I forgot to put my landing gear down and touch landing gear to the pad so it would start to close. Meanwhile, these guys are just sitting at the door of the hangar. Yeah. I remember. It wasn't this one. It was another space station. Picture it. I'm going into a large hangar. And these guys, this is before nav mode, okay? So they could side strafe at full power, full speed. So, you know, if we're going to emulate it, it was at, you know, gotta wait for the shields to go down. Derp. You know, they're strafing. And these things can't even, these turrets can't even hit them. And they're just, there was like beams just shooting into here. And what did they do it for? Did they try to extort me? No. Did they say, hey, you want to get in there safely, you got to send 100 grand to Avenger 1? I would have given them 100 grand. 200 grand. Okay, I would have given them 200 grand. But no, they didn't try to extort. It was just Murder Hobo City. And they were doing it to everybody. Very few ships were getting away. You had to be a lucky one to get in there. I just happened to catch their eye. And I was watching a stream. You know? Because, you know, I wasn't streaming, I was watching. You know, I watch, you know, streams and stuff while I'm playing, you know, to see what, you know, people are doing. And well, I watched it after, I should say. I went on because I realized he's fighting, and then I was blown up, and I just went to a stream. So let me correct myself on that. But yeah, they just sat here and strafed, and you know, here, let me get this back up before I run into the station. Okay, what are these things supposedly equipped with? Okay, here's our turret. If I'm not mistaken, those are size 5. And they should be size 6 or 7. And maybe they are. Yeah. Let me see what these are. It's a AAT-34 turret. I'm going to look up and see what size weapons they have on them. But those were there. They were shooting, but they weren't hitting jack. Because they were just like, whoop, whoop, and just shooting and whoop, 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 and just shooting in this hangar while I'm trying to touch down. I mean, it was crazy inside. I just had so many beams going across me and so many ships on me. It was insane. These guys didn't see. They gave me hangar clothes, so it's over here. But that's why something's gotta give. They gotta give us shields, because there are people that don't want to engage in this stupid, PvP stuff. Because we were sold a bill of goods that, hey man, it's gonna be you against the universe. It's gonna be you out there seeking and discovering. You're gonna run into Vandal, okay? There's supposed to be Vandal ships, that we're gonna run into, have Vandal, dealings that we're gonna have to, deal with, right? Oh, geez, did I go that low? I did. But instead, now they've taken that away, because really, I don't think they have the ability to program that into this game. I really don't. I've come to the conclusion, again, they don't have gamers programming. They just got a bunch of youngsters. Let's see if we're gonna get a server error here. Oh, we're back. They just have a bunch of youngsters straight out of school, and there's just make this. So they don't have the knowledge or the wherewithal to actually create anything. What is that? That's trouble. They don't have the ability to actually, create, because they're young programmers. That's how. They don't have a staff of seasoned programmers. Now the leadership, for the most part, is seasoned. But the grunts, the guys who are clickety clacketing on their keyboards, okay, putting the code in, coding everything, they're not. They're the cheapest labor they can get. That's why this game's so screwed. They have a high turnover rate. And look, it was funny when I remember Board Gamer, when that executive, that whatever he was was pretty high up and he left, and everybody's saying, oh well, he's leaving on good terms. And I'm the only one, because I come from the corporate world, and I know that would no, that's not necessarily true. There's no way in hell that even if that guy was pissed off at Chris Roberts, pissed off at how they're operating, that he's going to say a single word, because there's two reasons. Number one, he's got an NDA. Everybody that works in this industry has an NDA. You can't disclose anything, and some have a non-compete clause. I mean, you can't go to another company that's producing a game and help them. And then the second thing is that when he does put out his resume, you certainly don't want to be on your resume, oh, and he blew the whistle on the company he was working for, whether it was good for the consumer or bad for the consumer or what have you. No company is going to hire a guy that they think, oh, this dude gets pissed off at us, he's going to spill the beans on all of our trade secrets. So there's two reasons. So it gets out there that Board Gamer, he was the one that was laughing at him, because oh, and right, he's actually doing it, so it's obviously he's leaving on good terms, and now Board Gamer came to the realization that, oh well, it's possible that he did a second video that perhaps, and but at the first video, I'm just laughing, saying, dude, you don't understand the corporate world and how freaking dog eat dog it is, and I'll guarantee you that guy's leaving because he's frustrated. He's not leaving because that's a great gig. He's leaving because he's frustrated. And so are all the other people that are leaving. They're frustrated. What could possibly be frustrating them? Well, possibly because they have a leader who has no set goals, no set parameters. Because from when this game was first announced, there's been so much more stuff added to it. Just stuff. I mean, and what am I talking about? Well, for instance, what I was complaining about earlier, the inventory gameplay loop. Okay, used to be I could just get out of this seat. Let me shut my ship down. I could refuel it. Obviously with a lot less problems what they're giving you now. You got to keep going back and forth to get it there. Supposedly they'll fix it. Oh, we're going to fix it. Yeah, you know what? You fix it every single flipping patch since 3.15. You've been having to fix it and patch this. And for those of you who do not understand, in the programming world, it's not good to be programming over the course of a long time, having a high turnover rate and having different programmers, different script writers for different coding, using different languages or what have you, or different styles in that language, writing code on top of code of people that had different ideas. So like the people that are coding today are putting code on top of code that was written by some dude that's not even with this company anymore. I'll guarantee you the guys that first started programming this game, the only ones that are still left are maybe a couple of the leaders. And even then, most of those have only been here for half a decade. Most of them have left that originally started. You know, the ones who originally programmed, the original this, the original that. And then you get these new guys. Well, hey, man, I got this idea. Why don't we do this? And Chris Roberts, who has no self-control, has nobody managing him. You know, you have to remember, he is not a businessman. He was a game designer. And the one thing a game designer would love above all is to have the ability to have nobody tell him what to do. I'm going to make my game the way I want. But when he made Wing Commander, he had a publisher. He had somebody he's working for that said, nope, you got to get out, get out, get out. That's why the game was never the way I wanted. The game will never be the way you want it because you have no set parameters, because every time something new comes up, you want to put it in. And that's where we're at with Star Citizen. It's got so much code written on top of so much code that's written on top of so much other code that's written on top of so much other code from last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That, you know, it's funny, all the apologists that I watch, and look, the game, look, I can look at the diamonds and the pearls that are in this game, and then there comes a point in time, like half of the org, I shouldn't even say half, it's like 90% of the org that I'm with, and it's a big org. The org that I'm in, I'm not going to mention the name here, but our leader, he does impressive videos, how-to videos, tutorials, and stuff like that. And even he is, you know, going to the PTU, hoping and just goofing around, not doing what he would normally do. And it's not because, you know, he wants to. It's because right now, all of a sudden, 4.0 is completely unplayable. I'm lucky. I happen to be in a server that I saw earlier in the chat. There's only 2 US servers working. I got into one of them. And even then, it's not working all that well, because I got a mission that, hey, I was going to it, nothing showed up. I won't do any more hauling missions, because maybe I'll do 4, and 1 out of the 4 will work. And it's always the first one, and then the rest of them I keep trying, and I try 3 times, and they're not working. And they just stack up, and I just leave. I mean, where am I stuck at in my... let's check my rep. Where am I stuck at here? So for Kovalex, remember, I've been stuck here forever, and it takes forever to move that needle now. So I'll do 1 and I fail 3, but I don't turn them in. I just you know, keep them on my list, kind of like this one right here. If I go back to contracts, my history, you know, see that's completed, and I got 1 left here. Oh, that's my history. Accepted. So I got this one outstanding. I'm not going to abandon it, because that just takes away from your rep, I guess. What I understand. I'll untrack it. But I do know in the hauling missions, it doesn't take a bunch of your rep away, but just leaving them up on the board and leaving, because I've watched my my rep. See, I did enough to where I got my rep up to this point on my here. But I've had this here. And just by having those up there, you know, I was doing like I would have like 8 or 9 of these left on the board, and then one day I was down to here. And I just worked my way back up to here by only doing like, maybe 2 or 3. Maybe I'll get 2 missions done, 1 fails, and I'm done. I go and do something else. And that's why this is taking forever. So that's why nobody's here. Nobody's hardly in these servers right now. There's 2 American servers open right now, and you can probably get in. Bounty Hunters Guild. Where am I at with this? Okay, I'm just starting to be a junior guild member. I'm working towards that. But I can't find any bounties around here. Yeah? Let's look for a bounty. Offers. We're in Cruel 1. There's 9 bounties around here. Look, it's all these stupid idiot things. And half of these are like duplicates. Right? Oh, regurgitate. I don't know. Let's take a look. But they're McFurry Cheek Clapper. Okay, that's a dude. I don't want to engage in that guy. What happened to the PvE stuff? Okay, this is Roygen, Stebby Cakes. Okay, so these aren't repeats, but some of these guys are in Pyro, some of them are here. Actually, I think all these guys are here, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're all here. Because North Rock wouldn't be putting them out. They're trying to force your hand into this stuff. Okay, hauling. I would be doing hauling right now. Because I enjoy it. It's relaxing. It's quick. I get to use my Atlas. I take my Atlas with me. I become a space road trucker. But, hey, it's broken. It's broken. They're getting ready to release another ship to us. I think it's going to be a salvage ship, is what some people are thinking. The Mist Fortune. It's going to go straight to flyable. Go straight to flyable to another broken gameplay loop. These guys haven't even worked on their gameplay loops. They don't have one single gameplay loop that functions without, with minimal bugs. Minimal. And when I mean minimal, you shouldn't even be seeing bugs right now after 12 years. They've been doing mining for how long? And they're just going back. They're just getting back to where now, now you can scan from the pilot seat of your mole again to see what's in a rock. Shit, I don't know how many years it's been since that disappeared. Because they screwed up. Or no, they have these grandiose ideas. Oh, we're going to change this, we're going to change that. It used to be great mining out in the Aaron Halo in Stanton. You know why they took that out? You know why they made it trash out there now? Because the PvPers, the murder hobos, they want to pull up on mining ships that have no ability to escape with the new nav mode that, it's just going to change the game. With the new nav mode that makes them run without their shields, or with their shields, they're about as fast as Timothy Turtle. With a bunch of jackrabbits dancing around, firing weapons at a mining ship that has 2 size 2 weapons at best. And most miners aren't out there for a gunfight. Well, that's what they get. That's what they've set up. Oh, yeah, guys, they can't find you out in the Aaron Hale. Well, tough effing shit. That just should tell CIG that, hey, we don't want to deal with them. Let them go deal with the guys that want to go planet side. So they say, well, then we're going to make the planet side more lucrative. Okay, we'll do that. Well, okay, but we're also going to make the Aaron Halo extremely less lucrative. And they did. They made it trash. We're going to change the way you find, elements in rocks. You know, I quit mining. Well, I had to quit mining because from patch 317 through 318 it wasn't until 319 that I actually was able to get into the game to even play it. Prior to that, I would try to get in. I'd get in for like maybe a day. I would log out. I'd come back. You're done. You're done until 317.2. You know? That's how screwed they are. And they're like, well, we can't put your account back. We don't know what to do. We don't know what's going on. You know? Well, it's a simple thing. You know? Because basically it's telling you what's wrong with my character. Apparently my character's already in the verse is what we keep saying. Your character is already out there. Okay, what you need to do is get my character, and with a keystroke, that's all it is. That's all they gotta do. Put them to bed. Pull them out of the verse. Start them over. But they won't do that. They can't, apparently. You know? They're so concerned about, they make a game to where it's easy to dupe. Where, look, let me tell you what all these ships are. You know what these ships are? The way they sell them, the way they talk about it, you think they're real assets. But really what they are? Oh, there's a pixel. Look, it's a pixel. Looks just like a Mirai Guardian. Bunch of pixels. That's all it is. You know, they won't even compensate the players that, I was locked out for, geez, how long did 317, 318 last? I think it was nearly half a year. Easily half a year. And the only compensation you get is a letter of somebody trying to be, oh well, we're sorry, da 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 da. Well, why don't you at least compensate me? I mean, I pledged, some capital to you guys. Why don't you compensate me? Oh, we can't do that. Oh, you can't give me a pixel? Can't you give me a gun? Can't you give me a knife? Can you? Oh, well, here, you know what? We'll give you a, here's a suit. Here's this, here's that. We're sorry. We understand. But no, they can fall back on, and they use it. It's their excuse. Oh well, this is an alpha, okay? It's an alpha. Things are gonna happen. Yeah, but the problem is that things like what happened to me only happened to very few people. Everybody else was able to play. All the people in the org that I'm in were able to play. I'd get into the chat. Hey, Puff, where you been? I can't get in. Apparently, my character's in a server somewhere. And they won't throw him out. Yeah. But this is where this game is. Okay, so here we are. We're in this station. And to get here, you got all these weapons that are outside. And they cannot defend the ships that they're making run from other ships, and in nav mode, no shields. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Even if you get here, and you got your shields up, these ships can knock your shields down so fast, especially with multiple ships. This ship will knock down the shields on just about anything. This side of this side of a Carrack. It's going to knock the shields down. Start torping it. Mining ships, man, you get a few of these on a mining ship. And then you got defenses like this defending you. These defenses suck. These space stations should be the most lethal things in the game. That if you attack them, they're going to come at you. Now, what does that do with the Korea space loop? When you go and attack Korea, and that loop, well, You can make that a different ball game. Put it down a notch or two. But these, where players are supposed to be defended by these stations, should be the most vicious out there. But still, the cargo ships should have shields. Because they can't escape from a planet, from any ship. There's no way they can escape. They are landlocked. And then a guy who's got, maybe 2 hours of his life, maybe an evening a week to spend playing a game that maybe he's got 1,000, 10,000, maybe 15,000 pledged to you dumbass CIG people. And you make it to where he gets fucking screwed in his gameplay. Let's say he's sitting down there, all he wants to do is just do some trade. He's going, yeah, hun, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go relax. I'm going to have a cocktail, and I'm going to relax. Hey, that's me. I'm going to have a cocktail, I'm going to relax, I'm going to have a cigar. I'm going to fly my space sim with my joysticks, with, just cruise, lean back in my office chair. Instead, you got a 15-year-old kid showing up with his buddies. Okay, well, most people that are 30 years and younger are probably the most mentally immature and narcissistic people I've ever met. I mean, this generation is the most narcissistic. They're the me. What am I going to get out of it generation? And they have no empathy. This generation totally lacks empathy. For those of you who don't want to hear that, but they do. They totally lack empathy. So you got these murder hobos that just run around. So here's this guy, okay? He's sitting down there. He just loaded himself up. Let's say he loaded his ship up with gold. He's ready to take off. And all of a sudden he sees on his scanner a mantis is sitting out there. Okay, there's another problem. He's stuck. No shields. He can't take off. And even if he has shields, oh, well, he should have that ship fully crewed. Well, even if he has a fully crewed ships are no match against individual independent fighters. They're not. There's no ship that is a match for that. Because, yeah, we gotta balance it. We'll make the turrets turn like, molasses running off of a cold plate. That's about how it works. So CIG screws that guy over who's giving them a lot of money. I know a guy who's pledged well over 50 grand because he loves this game. When it was first pitched to him, it was a totally different pitch. Not what these guys were talking about. Oh, this is a PvP game. That was not what was pitched to some of the biggest backers. And I'm talking the whales. I'm not talking your stupid apologists like Salty Mike or Board Gamer. Those guys get their shit. They don't even pledge their shit now. They get shit because people use the referral codes. They have every shit. I'm talking about people that actually put down some real coin. You think that Salty Mike dude has 50 fucking grand when he started, doing his deal? Some guys have even more than that into this game because they thought, hey man, I believe in you. I'm going to give you more. But I know a guy. He's not got one, he's got 2 executive fucking 600 eyes. He's doubled up, man. He's got not one, he's got 2 javelins in waiting. Sure, you can say, well, what does he need that for? No, it's not about that. He loves the game. He loves getting together with people. He loves bringing people together in the game, in his giant ships. And he was promised that, hey man, it's going to be us, and man, we can go do this, bunker, we can go do this, we can go do that. But now it's like all of a sudden it's turning to where, oh, we got to do it PvP. It's got to be PvP focus is what it's now becoming. And then we get back to the tale that I had with, my run-in with Avenger 1. I don't begrudge him, But I couldn't run. There was nothing I could have done. I couldn't run. I had no out. Even before, the nav modes. Even before that, there was no way I was going to be able to outrun those guys. They were going to missile and torp me to death. Because they had, like, at least, maybe 10 dudes flying around the station that we were delivering at. And the way I saw it was that, oh yeah, there's some red ships, but that happens when you go out there and you fight the Ninetales or whoever it was. And you fight them, and then sometimes you might accidentally hit a friendly ship, and you'll turn red. So sometimes they come in, and the station attacks them. They gotta wait until they turn blue again, because most of the time, if we get hit a couple times, we're not gonna, put a crime stat on them. And even if we get blown up, the guy say, "Hey man, dude, I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't, I wasn't trying to get you." And I know I'm understanding. I'm empathetic. I have empathy. I'm not one of those, "Oh, fuck you, man. I'm going to crime stat you, man. Press charges. Yeah, I want press charges." That's what you deal with, man. So you got multiple generations of people in here. And a lot of these people, you're talking about people that, when they first started, pledging this game, hey, man, a young man doesn't run around with, $48,000 times 2 to throw down on a game. Okay? That ain't your 20-year-old, okay? This game was pitched. These are guys that actually remember the original Wing Commander and played it when Chris Roberts first put it out. And they might have been, at that time, older gamers themselves, but it was such a great game, they picked it up. They're like, "Oh, man, this is a great game." And then they heard, "Hey, he's going to do, okay." And they went with him. Then he stabs him in the back, and now he's just focusing, making it to where, okay, the PvPers now rule the roost. They'll decide whether or not you get away or you get destroyed. So there's that guy that gets off, work, wants to just have a relaxing couple hours, maybe with his buddies, gets on the Discord with his friends, wants to cruise and go have, a good time. "Oh, sorry, you don't have shields. You cannot run these ships. They have a mantis. You're stuck, man." And eventually he's got to go, "Well, I got to get off. I got work." And these narcissistic murder hobos who will preach you, "Holy art thou now, it's PvP. Oh, this is a PvP game," and they were never there at the original. 90% of the people don't even know what the original Kickstarter mission was. They all think, "Oh, Squadron 42, even in my own org, I get into arguments, well, not arguments, I just let it go. "Oh, no, Squadron 42 was only..." No. Not the original, no. The original Kickstarter was that he wanted an open world space sim. And he said, and then perhaps even a story mode to go with it. That was the secondary. Because everybody thinks, "Oh no, Squadron 42 was the first thing that CIG wanted." No, it's not, you dumbasses. And all you have to do is just go back 12 years. It's not like it was, in the early 20th century that he said all this, so, "Oh, well, I don't want to go back through all that material." It's only a scant 12, 13 years ago when he made his proposal. And the single-player campaign mode was, hey, and perhaps we'll come out with a campaign mode. So it was secondary. The reason why they're pushing Squadron 42 now is because they have to show something for 13 years and almost $1 billion in pledges, and they know it. Because the OG backers are like, dude. The OG backers, some of them are I mean, I don't know if you've seen some of these guys. Some of them actually do, what do you call it, videos on YouTube and stuff. I mean, I'm just ranting on my stream. You know, why the fuck not? These guys. It's like somebody's got to tell you all the truth about these people. They're a ship with no sails. It's a pretty ship, beautiful ship. Oh, it's got sails. It's a beautiful sailing ship, but the rudder is fucking broken. It just goes wherever the wind blows it. That's CIG. It's a beautiful ship without a rudder. And it's only a matter of time till it's going to run into some rocks. Because they will not set a set goal. They will not say, okay, this is all we're going to do. We're going to get out there. And then look, there's nothing wrong with developing DLC. See, there's nothing wrong with that. But this is where my logic kicks in. And in conversations with the other guys. But you know what? This is all by design, because they're never going to make money off the finished game like they are with the pledging and the selling of these ships. And they know it. So I told, I was telling the guys in Discord that were in my org, that or still are, but not my org, but the org that we are in. And I was saying, look, dude, this is going to be a microtransaction game, or it's not going to last. Has to be. Because you got to remember, these guys right now are renting servers from Amazon, right? Amazon servers, I don't think, are up to snuff to do what these guys are proposing they want to do. And the one thing I don't see is any verbiage or words coming from CIG that, and right now we are developing our server centers right now, where they're going to have the servers and they're going to control it. Because look, Amazon is not going to say, oh, you know what, we're going to revamp and we're going to upgrade all our servers for you. No, they're not going to do that. And everybody's like, oh, software. No. You need to have servers with the capacity, look, persistence. Half the guys that I talk to, they're in their 30s and young. They don't understand. Look, persistence takes computing power. And to continually produce something and persist it means that computer has to continually write that. You drop one bottle, let's say you get 1,000 people on the server to drop one bottle. Well, let's say they're drinking 10 bottles a session of drink fluid food. And they drop 10. That's 10,000 bottles that they're going to persist. Oh, by the way, we're going to persist their ships too. If they abandon a ship, hey, Puff, come on over here and jump into my character. Yeah, just leave your ship there. It'll be cool. You can just claim it. Meanwhile, that ship's going to be persisted. Well, that server's got to keep producing that ship in the world of persistence. So it's going to require an exorbitant amount of memory and the ability to keep producing that without slowing down noticeably. Every little bit's going to slow it down. Ragston joined. What? Who's Ragston? I think I'm leaving the server here. Yep. Ragston joined. I think I sat in the server for too long. See what they're gonna do here. That's my rant. I'm constantly ranting on this game because I know from a business perspective. I'm old enough to be retired, so and I've been in the corporate world, and I know from a business perspective, this is children leading children. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, the guy has a good idea, but he has no set plan or set goal. Because his parameters have changed. He's completely flipped the script on the original backers. Original backers, hey, you know what we're going to do? What you going to do? We're going to make this world where you can just go do whatever you want. You want to go out there and fight, players, you can fight players, but we're going to give you the ability to also do PvE. But slowly but surely, they're locking even the PvE players and forcing them into scenarios where they have to run into these murder hobos. You know the one thing that murder hobos don't do? They don't go after people like Avenger One. They don't go after people like some of the other groups out there. I forget, their names are escaping me, but they're also very good pilots out of the European area and stuff like that. They don't. They sit there and they wait for just that hapless dude that's just cruising along. Maybe he's just, for the evening, gonna go do his thing, but no. He's gotta run into the murder hobos. Let's see what happened here. Multiple game instances running. Okay. Okay. Let's close it. Let's pop back in. Let's see where it puts me. Let's see where it puts me. So I use Buzzkiller's bindings. It's much more convenient. I don't have the time to sit here and spin. I'm in the third trimester of my life. Every year is 1/60th of my life, if you want to put it in fraction. It's not like when I was in my 20s, only 1/20th of my life, being 20, or 30 being 1/30th of your life a year. So, I don't have time. But, this guy, he does a good job in putting out the decent bindings. I like running them. I'm going to go to US, see if we can get back in. I think that that 10 was one of the servers they said was good. So let's see. But it was funny watching those guys. The ones that are murder hoboing, the dudes that are just coming out of the jump point, no shields. You come out of a jump point, no shields. You're in a medium to large freighter type ship, or maybe you're in an industrial ship, and all you're wanting to do is just, okay, I gotta get here. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. But you come out, no shields. You can't outrun these guys. You got no shields. I don't even know if you can immediately spool up on something. I don't even know what your quantum drive sees when you jump over there. I haven't gone to Pyro through the wormhole. I went there in the original when they gave us the backers the ability to go in to the test variant. That not this test variant, but the first one when they said, "Oh, come check out Pyro." I was one of the few that got in and was able to go in there and check it out and cruise, but I didn't go through a wormhole. So I don't know what's waiting out there. I do plan on going there, but I can't go with the game as it the game is running like it's been constipated for about 10 years. And it's just full of shit. It is. The game is. It's a constipated game. It's got a bunch of built up shit code that they put new code on top of. I've been telling people this game's going to have to go through a complete rewrite. I mean, we're not even close to this game being released because now they're going to have to take it all and they're going to have to rewrite it. They're going to go find all those strings of bad code that are causing the issues that you see here. See, they should be writing a game and just, okay, this is now in. I remember my roommate, he was a programmer for Sierra Online. They would not put new code on the shit that they have right now. They would fix it. They would fix it. And say, okay, is it fixed? Yes, it's fixed. Okay, can we bring in this dungeon? Can we put this in now? Because they did the King's Quest games. And look, programming was different then. Obviously, you got more computing power today, so you can do more advanced stuff. But then again, you got the computing power to do it. The problem with them is that they don't fix what they put out there. They just keep putting new stuff because, well, we said we were going to bring out, 3 point this. No, why don't you bring out 3 point, I fixed it. Hey, we fixed it, and then put new stuff on it that will work with the fixed stuff. That doesn't break it. There's no reason why. See, they have testers. They actually have testers even before it gets to the Evocati. Oh yes, the EPTU, and yes. They know beforehand they got this crap going on. The guy programming it sees it. He knows it's there. Yeah, I got those new animals put into the game. Did you fix the gameplay for bunker missions? No. No, we haven't done that. We just put this new code though to, we'll get to the bunkers later. No. Anybody with a basic, in any type of business structure, if you got a problem, you first fix your problem before you start putting new stuff on top of the problem. Just a tenet of basic business 101. You got a problem, okay? Figure out what the problem is, figure the solution to the problem, fix the problem, then move on. These guys are like, oh, we got a problem. Hey, we got a new ship. Okay, we'll put that into it. We'll put that in with the problems. Okay, hey, we got persistence. Okay, we'll put that in with the problems. Instead of fixing the problem, then bringing persistence. Or fixing the problem, then bringing in new ships. And that's a failure on their part. That's a total, and most people who are apologists for this game will not look at it logically like that. They cannot see it. They refuse to see it. Because, well, it's their belief. It's their belief. Oh, but look at what they've done so far. Yes. But it doesn't matter how many diamonds and pearls you throw into a pile of shit. All you've done is covered your diamonds and pearls with shit. That's all you've done. Gold, diamonds, yeah. Oh man, look at all this cool stuff they do. And really, there's some cool stuff. There's some stuff that bedazzles the eyes, and that's why I'm here still. That's why I still play it. I just like to get out and fly. I don't even try to do the gameplay loops. Except for, well, they put me down to 0, so I had to go get some cash. Tried to mine. Well, the mining lasers are all buggered up. At least in my case. I learned, oh, well, you got to go through and you got to make sure you got this, you got to do that. Yeah, but I had a situation where in one of my lasers, and it happened 2 different times, but it would switch to a different laser that would do this. You would try to move your cursor by holding down the F key to get to the power button, and it would only let you move like maybe 5 centimeters on the screen, and it wouldn't move any further. I've never seen that before. I said, oh, and they're trying to tell me, oh, well, you got to set your power reserve. No, you don't understand. I couldn't even get to the point to where I could find even power buttons on the deal because it was freezing my cursor up sitting in the turret, the laser turret for the mole. And that's the first time I've mined since on my own since the end of 3.16. Because 3.17, 3.18 I was locked out. 3.19 they were changing everything about mining. They made the screen so damn small. Look, I'm at the age to where I gotta wear readers, but I don't need them just to see in general, but to read, to find. They made the stupid HUD on the mole so damn tiny. I'm like, how in the F am I ever supposed to see that? And how is that a good thing? I remember it was funny. I was in the, there's just so much stuff that these guys are just probably the worst programmers with the best ideas, with great ideas, but they got the worst programmers because they got nothing but kids. They don't have any real seasoned people that can say, okay, look. Nor do they have anybody with any balls in that company that will tell, hey, look, Chris, we gotta get this thing finished. Some of the stuff that you want to put in, we can do it as DLC, but first we gotta get the gameplay fixed and dialed. Okay, so I saw a video. Somebody, I didn't even watch it because I'm like, yeah, right. 2025 is going to be the year that we focus on gameplay. 2025? 13 years later, you should have been focusing on your gameplay from day one. Oh, well, you know, it's 13 years now. We just, you know, we thought it would be a good idea if we focus on gameplay. Wow, CIG. What an epiphany. You dumbass morons. I don't know how. If not for, you know... Now look, I've backed off on backing. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And if anybody ever sees this, if I ever post any part of this video, but you're only going to see it live, because I do these videos mainly, you know, or stream, mainly so I can go back and remember if I did something cool, like say, hey, look, man, look at this, you know, to my friends, personal friends and stuff. And, but, you know, if you come across this and you see this, I'm going to say one thing. If you do get into this game, I would say spend a minimum of about $70 on it, because I would say the Avenger Titan is a ship you want to start with if you're going to go minimal. If you can swing it, maybe a Cutlass Black, because you're paying the price of a basic game. But if you can contain yourself, do not get sucked in like I did and start pledging. Because at first you see this and you're thinking, oh, it's just a... Because when you're new, you don't realize how long this has been going on. Because, you know, I came in at about... I came in at 3:15. I came in during the golden... It was a golden patch. Everybody in the game was like, oh my god, this patch is amazing. And the only complaint they would have was, yeah, but Babbage, New Babbage is still screwed, because New Babbage was a lot of stuff there. That's a beautiful city. A lot of stuff going on, that tram, all that stuff. So, you know, yeah, just avoid bad, but everything else is just amazing. Yeah, it was, man. Mining was awesome. Everything worked great. You know, everything was smooth. But no, they couldn't stick with that. They had to fiddle because, well, the complaint. Oh, jeez. You know, the stuff that I heard. You know, the complaints. You know, these squeaky wheels. You know, that's the problem with having players deciding. Because they're never going to set anything. They should have just kept the Ion the way it was. Okay. There was a time where the Ion was not the ship you wanted to run into out in space, and that's how it should be. Same with the Mirai Guardian, my new favorite ship. That should be a ship that you want to run into in a small fighter and go head to head with. That's a ship that should require you to have, you know, a couple of, you know, a couple of pilots with their wingmen, you know, so at least 4 ships to go against. Because a big complaint, you know, this is how CIG works. Okay, they create a ship. If you ever look at the ad for, you know, because CIG produces ads for each ship that they release into the verse, and for the Ion, it was like, well, we made this incredible, you know, size 7 cannon, and then we had to build a platform around it that could, you know, power it and fly it around, and it's the most powerful gun ever. Anybody think that about the Ion now? No. What happened? Well, and you can say it was the old flight model or what have you, but the rookie way of piloting, me included, was when I got into a fight, it was a joust. We zoom, shooting at each other, coming at each other, past each other, and then we turn around. And we're going to come back, and we're going to try and get more shots on, you know, it was a battle of attrition. Who could get the more shots, take down the shields, and get more damage to shut them down. That was the game. You know, we weren't flying like, you know, man, I almost had the name of the other squadron that's out there. There's a couple of them. So I'm in the everlasting loop. I'm going to try again. But, you know, that's how it was. And what these people are doing, they're showing up in arrows And they're thinking, I'm one of the best jousters in the game. I'm going to go after this Ion. And when I heard they were going to nerf it, because I got it, and unfortunately for me, a glitch that happened for like an entire 4 or 5 months where the gun just disappeared on some of our Ions. The cannon, gone, disappeared. So we had this beautiful ship with this big old gaping spot where the cannon should be, and they couldn't fix it. And we're like, well, why don't you just take this one back from us and issue us a new one, or issue us one? Give us a second one in our hangars so we have it. Oh no, we can't do that. Why? Oh, well, those are pixels, and we don't want our guys to have to do a keystroke to give that to you. And that's all it was. But in any case, long story short, I digress there. These guys are jousting. Little arrows, gladiuses, little ships, jousting, which means you're going straight at a size 7 cannon. And then you get into the forums, Spectrum, and you complain and bemoan because you're saying, well, this ship is killing me with 1 or 2 shots instantly. Well, yeah. It's a size 7 cannon. What do you expect? See if we can get this here. Try this again. This will be the last time we try. But I'll end it with this final thought here. Because, man, I can keep going on about this game. So they kept complaining. That, I'm going head-to-head with this ship that has a size 7 cannon that, in the advertisements, was designed to take down Idrises. And they, for the life of them, cannot figure out why that ship can just kill them with 1 shot. So they declared, it's unfair. It's unfair. Even some of the best pilots are, that ship's just way too powerful. Blah, 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 blah. It's a size 7 freaking cannon. Did it ever dawn on you that maybe you shouldn't be jousting it? Did it ever dawn on you that perhaps that ship is not a ship that you're supposed to be able to take one-on-one in a little fighter? It's too fast. It's too powerful. So for the longest, man, they nerfed the gun. And I remember the accuracy. It was supposed to be a sniper. This is how it was described. It'll be the sniper. It can take down the shields of an Idris from a distance, from afar, and be accurate. And so imagine, you're jousting. And you're in your Ion. And you see this little tiny ship. And he's right smack dab in the middle of you. Your cursor's right on him for the longest time, and a size 7 has a much longer range. So you just start shooting. If you ask me, that little ship got what it deserved. Due to the stupidity of the pilot, thinking, I can joust it. Those ships, here's what I think of heavy fighters. Those ships should be the bane and the fear of small and medium fighters. Unless they're in a group to where they can swarm it. And that should be the only way that they should have been able to defeat it. But see, they don't think in the logical sense of, well, even in today's modern warfare, warships, warplanes, there are certain planes that small fighters don't want to go up against. Now, in our case, our fighters are a certain size. But, you have to use different classes. So, like, no airplane in the world wants to go up against an F-22 Raptor. Even though we discontinued it like idiots. We should have kept building that one instead of the F-35? I don't know what it is, but it's a piece of shit. But it's a functional piece of shit. But it's no F-22. That F-22 is the fear of the skies. That's why when you hear in the news, when the wars are breaking out, and you hear, and the United States is moving a squadron of F-22s. Those people know those F-22s are no flippin' joke. Every major military. And don't think the Chinese, even though they got our plans on how to make one, can make one like we make one. You know, unfortunately, I think Hillary was given bunk plans because they knew what Hillary was doing. Our military knew what Hillary was doing. So her little secret stuff that she got may have some design flaws built in it. So good for you, China. Good for you, because we know we have traitors in this nation that are selling us out. Because they're not for this country, they're for their own personal gain. But in any case, you have these different types of planes and craft that we know will outclass the other ones. But you can't say, oh, that's not fair, okay. Well, America did do that. Okay, we won't produce the F-22 anymore. We'll make this piece of shit. That has, that has half the thrust. Sure, it's still stealth, but it's no F-22. That's for sure. Not even close. Well, it's the same thing with the Ion. Got this Ion, man. And the one thing you don't want to do with a ship that has a size 7, even the Infernus, I can't remember what that name is. I used to love those ships, but they made them such trash. It's like, even the Guardian's trash, but I got it because, well, it has an interior. I can bedlog in it, and I can just go do PvE bounties with it. That's all it's good for. It's a PvE ship. All the heavy fighters are just PvE ships. PvE solely. Because they cater to give the advantage to the PvP ships. Or like your Gladiuses, like your Arrows. Those ships should have no business, unless they have a group to swarm them, going after any of those ships. And what do? They slow their ability to change directions. They slow their ability to, do just about anything. See if I can get in with just going best. But instead, they cater to these little tiny ships. Now, these guys think that they should have the capability to do it, and they shouldn't. And that's why I'm telling you, the guys that are developing these ships, they've obviously not been in the military. Because when something's not fair, the military doesn't go, go to the other military, say, you need to change the rules, you need to fix that ship, you can't have that there, you got to change. No, they find a way and a system to defeat it. They figure it out. Now, I always knew that the bane for the Ion, and its only saving grace to avoid it, is its speed to get the hell out, because this is before Master Modes. Master Modes actually changes that. The bane for that would be for 2 flight groups. A pilot and a wingman engaging, and then a pilot and a wingman trying to swoop in while they are engaged with it to hit it from the back and then knock it down. It was one of those ships that should have required, about 4 fighters to take it down. Not one. You might 2 really good pilots could take down a middling pilot in it. Sure. Because, you got one that's baiting, and then you got the other one that could get on its tail. But the jousting game, you got what you deserved, but you're such narcissistic that it's not fair and I'm in the right. It's my way or I'm not playing this game anymore. Even though you know for a fact that, okay, I've got biggest weapon on a small fighter, what, size 3? Size 2, size 3s? And they're flying straight out of size 7. This is the logic of CIG, and I'm only saying this to give you the logic. So what did they do? Instead of telling these pilots, look, man, you shouldn't be flying straight out of a freaking Ion. As a matter of fact, if you see an Ion, you're by yourself, don't mess with it. But you got these murder hobos. That's their mentality. They're Grand Theft Auto. They're on their little oppressors. And now, you know, the oppressor, the bane to the oppressor, sticky bomb. Those sticky bombs are... Yeah, well, too bad. Too bad. Oppressor boy. And that's what I see these small fighters that complain about these powerful, heavy fighters. There's no way that a single small fighter should be able to take out a heavy fighter. Should not be in the game. Because it doesn't happen in warfare, okay? A Bradley fighting vehicle is not going to take out an M1 Abrams. It's not going to do it. It's going to dance around it. It's going to run around it. Maybe if a few of them came up on it, and they have their tow missiles and all that, they can injure it and damage it. But it's not the ideal fight for a Bradley fighting vehicle to go against an M1 Abrams. I'm using, you know, equipment that's in the American arsenal. And certainly the M1, the Bradley fighting vehicles aren't out there, you know, doing maneuvers and then complain, oh, you gotta nerf that gun on that M1 Abrams. Yeah, you gotta make it to where while the M1 Abrams is going, the gun doesn't have the self-stabilizing anymore. You gotta make it bounce all over the place. I remember when the Ion couldn't hit the broadside of a javelin. It was hilarious watching the beams, and that's when I melted mine. It was like, boom, it goes to the left, boom, it goes to the right, boom, that one went straight, boom, it goes up, boom, it goes down. It was hilarious. It's like, really? This is the state of the art in the 30th century for CIG. So, you know, they nerfed it. Instead of telling these stupid pilots, well, you know what, quit going head on. You know, that ship is not the ship for you to go after in your small ship. A Redeemer, okay, you might have a chance, but that thing's going to liquidate a Redeemer too. Actually, the bane for that ship is a small fighter. A group of small fighters. Because while he's focused on one, the other one has to get on his tail, or the other three get on his tail. While he focuses. But instead, they slowed down the pitch, the roll, the yaw. They made the gun inaccurate, and they made it weak as F. They did the same thing to shoot. They came out with the Guardian being weak as F. That Guardian with the way the Mirai, you know, it's designed almost similarly to the little Mirai fighter. I forget what it's called. Name escapes me. And it should be crazy maneuverable with those thrusters that articulate the way they do. But it's not. It's as slow as an Ion. That's why those ships are strictly PvE. They won't even do well in PvP against big ships. Because they're not fast enough really to get out of the way of the turrets of those big ships. Or the missile batteries, the missile turrets that are on these ships. But, in any case, if anybody's watching this, I would say, look, the game's beautiful to look at. Anywhere from $45 to about, you know, the Cuddy Black is it's worth a look because basically, you know, I would put it up there, you know, at a game, you know, just to graphically, you know, the ability to fly and it's seamless everywhere. There's really no load screens. I would say, yeah, you know, it's worth that, but don't go crazy. Don't become a concierge. Don't get to that level of backing. Don't subscribe. I'm subscribed. I'm gonna cancel it because I don't care about getting into the PTU first anymore. You know, I know it's fucked. I know the game's gonna be fucked. I will know the game's not gonna be screwed the day they announce. Okay, well we gotta go through a complete rewrite because they do. Because like I said, they've thrown a bunch of diamonds and pearls into a big old pile of shit, and all you get is a bunch of diamonds and pearls covered in shit. Even though they're pretty, and you know they're pretty, and you know they're shiny, and you know they have value, well, they got covered in shit. That's what they've done with this game. In allowing Chris Roberts to have no reins put on him. No parameters. And look, I know you can say, well, it's his baby. Yeah, but you know what? There's people that invested in him expecting him to get something done. But that's the problem with a designer. A designer without somebody keeping him on course. It's that beautiful ship, like I used in the analogy. Beautiful ship, beautiful sails, but you know what? It has no rudder. It's going nowhere fast, but it's going to look beautiful doing it. And that's the scenario, and that's why I think all those execs started leaving. They started saying, "Look, dude, man, I'll bet you Chris Roberts has some brainstorming idea. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna add this too. We'll have this in the game." And they're just like, "Okay, so you're putting us back another 5 years in development to add that. Oh, you just added another year, so now we're 6 years." I'm telling you, you guys think this game is going to come out in 5 years? You think it's going to be... You think, oh, 1.0 is coming. Really? Well, what's 1.0 going to be? Is that supposed to be the beta? Dude, they can't get elevators to work in this game correctly. They can't get your ships to be called correctly. You know how many times I've had a ship come up through those stupid new elevators they made and it just falls right back down? Gets destroyed, I gotta claim it? Come on, man. You guys gotta see the real picture of what they're putting out. You know, everything they tell us is just marketing hype. You gotta look at what they've delivered. Drown out the noise, the marketing hype that they feed you. You know? But look, man, if you don't mind going through a pile of shit to look at some of the beautiful baubles and beads and gold and diamonds that are hidden, there's some beautiful diamonds. There's some beautiful bars of gold in this game. But like I said, you're going to have to go through a lot of shit to see it. And that's how they have this game programmed and rigged right now. And they have a leader who keeps coming up with more diamonds and pearls, but he keeps throwing them in the same pile of shit. And he keeps selling it to us by saying, you know, some of those diamonds and pearls, oh, look, I got the Paladin. Oh, look, we got these ships. Oh, we got this ship coming out, you know? And the allure, I mean, the ships are cool, you know? And for those of us who are playing it, we know they fly okay. We just don't have any gameplay we can do with them that is consistent, that works. Sure, we can fly them from a planet to a planet, and you know, occasionally you're going to get spat out, and you're going to be sitting out there in space, and your ship's just going to disappear on the horizon. And if you had anything in the cargo, well, that's gone because you got to claim it. You know? That's the shit you got to go through. You know, you get on a planet, and you know somehow you know you do a jump, and all of a sudden you run into the planet or whatever. You know, you smack into something. Well, you know, you go to retrieve your body. Well, it fell through the planet. Well, you lost everything. And you know, they're going to put high stakes of death of a spaceman. Well, those high stakes. First, you got to get rid of all these bugs. And they haven't done it. Well, apparently 13 years later, they decided, oh, well, we're going to focus now on gameplay. Any programmer worth their fucking shit would have told you, no, you should have focused on your gameplay from the beginning, man. And you don't put new shit on crappy gameplay. Because now you got to deal with the new shit on top of your crappy gameplay just to get to fix your crappy gameplay. And when you fix your crappy gameplay, you may fix your brand new shit that you just put on it. Because, oh man, I took this code out and this thing was, oh man, now this is messed up. That is what they are in. That's what this game is in. Look at this, okay? Just talking to you 3 times. This is my 3rd time. Look, can't even get in. Okay, this is what time are we at here? 9 in the evening Pacific Coast time. left coast time. Okay, 9 in the evening. There's not that many people in the U.S. servers. East Coast, it's already midnight. People are getting ready to go to bed. Tomorrow's Monday. You got work, most of them, school, some of them. So it's not like it's packed or busy, but here we are. Can't even get in. This is the shit. This is the legit shit that you go through. I mean, you're going to see a lot of videos from, like, you know, these apologists for the game. They're all positive 24/7 about it. And CIG rewards them for, oh, here, you know, here's a free ship to give away to your viewers. Here, we're going to do this, we're going to do that for you. And that's why they kiss the ass and kiss the ring of this company. There's only one person, and I'll say his name, and the only people are going to hear are the people that happen to catch us. If you do, I don't know who's watching on YouTube, but I'm only streaming to YouTube so I can record this and watch it myself. Grumpy Eye is the only one that I know that's ever really told the truth. There are a few others that I don't know because they just said the truth and just were done with it. But the truth is, these guys, I don't even know if their business model is a finished game. I think their business model, which has made them almost $1 billion, is just producing pixels in the shape of ships and selling them. And then they just got this, like, half-assed sandbox for you to run around with them. But they've realized, hey, the people are happy with that. We can just keep doing this. Because if they really cared about the gameplay should have been the first thing that they focused on. You know, oh, but they need the money for development. Look, man, they're not even using that much. They're using a fraction of the money they got on development. You know how much real estate is in the UK? Have you seen the buildings he's building in the UK? That's prime real estate. That makes him a lord. The real estate that he owns now, he is a full-time lord. In the world of the Englishman. Really? You think all that money's going to development? Again, I'm going to reiterate. That man has a one-off custom made by McLaren for him, McLaren. I don't know which one it is. The guy's got multiple houses throughout the world now. He didn't have that when he first started the Kickstarter. I'm telling you. Most of that money's gone into his, into salaries and pockets. It's not going into the developmental costs because, look, if they were serious about this game, they would have their own server rooms because they know they cannot rely on Amazon to provide the type of server they need. They need to have control of their own servers with the way they want the servers to communicate. They need to be able to, fine-tune that themselves. Because apparently it's their technology that they're inventing. Okay, you need your own servers to play with that. You can't do that on rented servers. Do you think they're going into Amazon's offices? Or their server rooms and doing it? No, they're not going to Amazon. They're just saying, look, we're playing our game. Here's the software. We're going to do this. Oh, we need your servers to do this and to do that via this software. Well, eventually it's gonna Amazon servers aren't going to be able to do it because they're going to need servers. And I was talking to these guys. Look, man, they're going to need servers that have, that are almost sentient servers. In other words, the servers are going to have AI in them that communicate to each other via that AI that are constantly talking to each other and can learn and can troubleshoot with what their grandiose plan is. Or they could just make a game, which I think they should have, and finished it. Probably would have been heralded as one of the greatest games ever, even as it is, if they would fix the damn gameplay. They got the templates for all the different solar systems that you just, I don't want to say cookie cut, because each planet even stands different, let alone get the Pyro and go look at all the differences in the moons and the planets and all the areas. But they can use that, and that can be just templates that boom, 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 boom. You don't have to make everything so different. You know, maybe when you get to the Vanduul, but you start developing that and you make that downloadable content. See, then I would know that they're serious about actually producing a game versus stringing the backers along. We're being strung along. We got a carrot dangled right in front of our nose. And we keep pulling that cart for Chris Roberts. Pulling him up to McLaren. We're pulling him up to all the real estate he owns here in the United States, there in the UK, in Europe. You know? And sometimes that carrot gets real close. We get a big whiff, and maybe we get our tongue on it, we lick it, and oh, that's a real carrot right there. But the carrot is always out of way. And that's all it is. We're being strung along. You know, how do I know? Look, 13 years into development, do you think I should be in an infinite loading screen? I don't care what they released yesterday or the day before. Do you think I should be in an infinite loading screen? 13 years in development. You're looking at it. Infinite loading screens, like I said. Now, if you get through that loading screen, yeah, you're going to find some diamonds and pearls. But the problem is you're going to run into another heaping pile of shit somewhere else. Oh, can't call my ship up. Every time I call a ship, it gets destroyed. Or I call my ship up and it's not functioning. And sometimes you get a real mega carat diamond. Maybe you get a good day's worth of play. I've had a good day's worth of play in 4.0. Where I was like, oh, that was good. Even today, I was okay. You know, hey, man, I got a couple of my bounty certifications done in 2 systems. Yeah, okay, that's okay, I guess, you know. But that shouldn't be what I have to settle for, because then I come to this, and here we are. You know, infinite load screen. This is why 90% of the org that I'm a member of, 90% plus of the org that I'm a member of, aren't even picking this game up right now. We're off playing other things. We're doing GTA. One of our guys has set up a GTA roleplay server. We're playing that, having fun that, developing it, trying to get it up, you know, to where we can get it, you know, with the stuff that we need. I'm going to try and learn a little bit about setting that up, so I can help the guy out, because he's the only one doing it. Other guys are playing other games. So, you know, our miscellaneous game channel is full of people. Anything, and most of the channels that are set up are for this game. Empty. You know, why? Ta-da! 13 years later, and this is what Star Citizen can deliver, and calls 4.0 preview. I mean, you go play 3.24 point whatever it is, but even that is a broken piece of poop, and everything you do in there, it's not going to carry over to here. So it's almost like, well, why am I even there? Because see, most gamers are about progression, about moving on, about attaining, achieving, going to the next one. These guys, I don't think these guys even game. I don't think Chris Roberts games anymore. Of course he doesn't. He's just milking. He's making millions on top of millions by just selling pixels. Doesn't have to sell a game. He hasn't even sold the game, quote unquote. He's got backers, you know. But hey, that's what it is. Well, I think this is going to be broken, but just to prove my point, I will do this again. Just to prove my point that CIG is just a shell game. It's a shell game. you know, for us who totally went and backed it. Yeah. I don't even use that OneDrive. I don't even know what's going on there. I don't save anything to that OneDrive, you idiots. So whatever you're taking, you're doing it on yourself, Windows. You can fill it up for all I care. So this will be the fourth time. And they're just going to throw a wild one at me. And they're going to walk me. And I'm just going to walk off. So we'll try US again. Earlier today, these weren't even, you couldn't get into these. So that's 10. I guess that's server 10. And that was earlier listed as one that was functioning, but I think they're all dying now. So it's going to roll me in. I just want to really get my box off that ship and put it away, so that when I go and do missions, I'm not in a situation to where I got my box in there. Not that there's anything of value in that box. But that's my bunker box, so when I take this ship to a bunker, I'll have a box I can pull out of it. This is my gameplay. This has been everybody's gameplay of late. All right. The gameplay is, will the first part of gameplay for Star Citizen, will or will you not get in? I got in earlier. I was in for a bit of this, wow, 3 hours, 37 minutes. Well, I'll tell you this. Nearly an hour of it's been this screen. Well, I'd say about, 40 minutes of it for sure. 2025 is going to be the year we work on gameplay. Yeah, well, can you work on the first part of the gameplay, that letting us get into the game? And then, oh man. And then the diamonds and pearls, the shit that covers them is just, sometimes it's overwhelming. Sometimes you rarely see it. But most of the time it's overwhelming. They just pay you lip service. One of these days I should stream some of the messages I sent to the concierge. Because, as a concierge, you get your own person that would get back. And they do. They're really good at getting back to you. And, they try to be polite. But, I can only imagine the frustration that they get from people, or how frustrating it is to have to always troubleshoot, this type of crap, Especially when you get to the point to where, where some of us are in backing for this company. Yeah. It kind of makes you, feel foolish, actually. Makes you feel stupid. But let it be known, I've since ceased. There's only things that I'm slightly doing, like I'm fine-tuning my fleet to where, I don't spend much more than maybe $20 to upgrade something. I'll just say, okay, I'm going to make that, and that's it. That's all I need. Because I got a plan. A lot of people are like, oh, you got rid of your whole D? You made it into that? Yeah. Yeah, but the whole D is a limited ship. Yeah, but who gives a flying rat's ass? When do you think that this stupid group of programmers and game designers will ever have it built into where a ship is going to be able to carry, as much cargo as the whole D, let alone the whole E is going to carry, to as many places as it should be able to carry it to? Shit, I'm going to be dead by then. I won't even be alive. Other than that, I'm going to be in a home. Or I don't know. My wife will take good care of me. She's a good lady. But, hey. I'm at that age where I don't believe these guys. I know they're liars. They're a bunch of liars that work at CIG. And the only time that you will know that they've changed course is the day you ever see a release date. Even GTA 6, the most anticipated game, which you know that they are really scrambling to make their release date, they have a tentative release date. And they've had a tentative release date, even though that game has been in development probably for the last, well, 8, 9 years. They've been working on that game. But at least they have a tangible product that you know that when it releases, it might have some bugs, but they'll have the fixes quick. Just like what they did with San Andreas. San Andreas started out rough. You know, of course, you know, you got the campaign game or the single player, which, you know, really the problems arise when you do the online. But hey, Rockstar is on it because Rockstar, you know, even though I'm not a big fan of their DEI stuff that they're stuffing into all these games now, because they feel that, oh well, we have to be inclusive. No, you don't. You don't really. You know, because you're being inclusive for, you know, a very limited number of people. But hey, that's fine if you want to alienate most people. Because let me tell you something, I'm not going to be bothered with pronouns. But hey, that's their thing. That's the only thing that I have against Rockstar. But other than that, they make a great game. You know, I'm not into all the over-sexualization, all the drugs and stuff, but I like the gameplay. So that's the thing that I like. You know, I don't mind, you know, playing cops and robbers and stuff like that. But hey, man, they got a tentative date. Squadron 42, which is supposed to come out before this. Here we are. We're still in the infinite load screen, by the way. 4th time. Squadron 42, they don't even have a release date. The closest, you know, everybody, it's in the final polishing stages. Okay. What the hell does that mean? I almost said the F word. What the hell does that mean? Final polishing stages. Do you have a tentative release date? Nope. So, do you think that's going to be released in a year? No, I don't think so. Because every publisher gives a release date of when to anticipate its release. Except for CIG. CIG is it is basically the business model of CIG is basically selling pixels and giving us a little playground where we can go goof around and play in it, and then stringing us along with, oh, we got new, bigger, better, brighter ideas on the horizon. We're going to add those. Instead of sticking to the plan and letting that crap become DLC. Downloadable content. Rockstar is the masters at DLC with, you know, Grand Theft Auto Online. You know, Ark Survival Evolved, DLC. They didn't have to put out every universe, every solar system. You know, Ark, you know, there'd be a group of arcs that you get, or a single arc, you know, that would have all this new content. It was downloadable content, and they could even sell it for extra, which I wouldn't fault them. That's, if I was doing this game, I would have been, number one focus for me would be the gameplay. I mean, look, you SOBs, don't you even think about designing new ships? That entire ship designing team, all those idiots, I'd put them on hiatus right now. I say, look, if you're good enough and you can come in here and start programming and help us, you know, work out the gameplay, fantastic. If not, lay them off. Lay them off. Don't even conceptualize ships right now. Lay them off Get people that can get into the net code of this stupid game that's broke. Like, look here. New gameplay. Getting into the game. You win if you get into your bed. You know? I would put those guys on hiatus. This is if they were serious. And I'd get people to get into the net code and figure out, why is this gameplay? Why does this keep breaking? 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 Okay, what do you think we need to do? Need to rewrite? All right, let's rewrite. Start rewriting it. Boom, release it. But before you release it, have a test, obviously, server. Release it in there. Have your guys go through. I don't even know if they have guys that even test it internally. I would hope that they would. I know Sierra Online had internal testers. And my roommate, who was a programmer for him, he allowed me to be, you know, a pseudo side tester, you know. He'd let me get on his developmental machine that they let him take home, which was, you know, at the time when the fanciest computer, you know, we're talking like 80s, in the 80s. But, man, he had a, you know, it was like a $20,000 computer in 80s dollars, okay? It was quite the computer, and it, you know, doesn't compare to the computer I'm actually playing this game on, but I digress. But, you know, they would test it. They were constantly in testing. Now, not sending it out to a bunch of ne'er-do-wells like us saying, and giving you, like, as many Evocati people, or as many people that are on Spectrum forums for, you know, Robert Space Industry. You know, that's how many ideas you get that you're like, oh, yeah, well, we gotta think about this, we gotta think about that, oh, let's think about this, let's think about that. They should have that ran internally on internal systems, never seen by the public. That's when you know a company's serious about really making a game. Their number one focus is establishing what is the gameplay going to be, and how do we get it in a functional format. These guys are constantly changing the gameplay. They're getting, you know, they got micro gameplays within the gameplay. Earlier in this drawn out deal, and we're going to go with this. Earlier on, I was saying that, look, they made getting into your inventory a gameplay loop. By making it to where you have to go find a kiosk. You have to interact with the kiosk. Originally, you had to pull out individual boxes of your items and take them out and put them on the ground. That's how stupid they are. You know what kind of junk code that would create if you got 1,000 people on a server pulling out a box at a time? How slow the gameplay, how you just slow it down to a snail's pace. They don't even see it. That's how stupid. Not only they are, but that they think we are, that this is acceptable. And 90% of the player base accepts it. Engineering? Yeah, we're going to make it to where, you're flying down, you're just cruising along, and all of a sudden, your shield's going to catch fire. Better have somebody on your ship to fix it. What? Well, it takes off the individual gameplay, because it used to be Chris Roberts' original, I'm paraphrasing, you're going to have the ability as an individual to go out there and explore the verse as you want to explore it. Now it's like, oh, you're going to have fucking engineer with you. Oh, and now we're catering towards Murder Hobo. It wasn't supposed to be Murder Hobo City, like what they're catering to right now. Their current format is catering to the Murder Hobo mentality, and it's not what I signed on to. That's not how it was presented to me even back in 3.15. When I looked it up, I read about it. I was like, well, maybe I'll give it a try. Let me check it out. I was bedazzled. 3.15, man, they're lucky they caught me at 3.15. Because 3.15 was the last patch that looked like wow, they took some steps forward. I'm not talking taking steps forward by all the new stuff they're adding, like oh look, we have persistence and stuff. No, just the gameplay was actually functioning pretty smoothly. Everybody was talking about, wow, man, this patch is really smooth. Few glitches here and there. Now look at this hot mess. It's a hot mess. Not only is your inventory gameplay loop, just getting into the game is a gameplay loop. And look, I've lost. And in losing, I'm going to close out this stream. Probably never to be seen again, but by myself. But at least I got the vent about how inept these bastards are. And I think it's by design. I think it's what they want. So hey, hasta la vista. As you can see on my screen, it's just saying load. So I'll just plant you with the ending soon picture. Leave it at that. And yeah. So 4.0's toughest gameplay loop to get past is just a load screen. Oh, right, CIG. No wonder those CEOs, CFOs, whatever the hell they are, all leaving. They're probably frustrated with you. They're probably frustrated with you, Chris Roberts, and whoever else is kissing your butt and kissing your ring. Because you have no set goal or parameters. You keep changing the goalpost. You need to grow up. And set the goal, set the plan, meet the goal, finish the plan, put it out there, and if something else comes up, either DLC it, downloadable content, or just come out with the next version. But, you know, that's not your game. You're making lots of money. Lots and lots of money. As the guy in Tom Cruise's character in Tropic Thunder would say, lots and lots of money. Yeah, you gotten fat and rich off of stringing people along. Well, it's time you stepped up and delivered a product. And that's why Chris Roberts needed a publisher. Or I will guarantee you, had he done Wing Commander, we would have never seen Wing Commander without a publisher telling him, hey man, you gotta finish this, dude. And remember, his lament was, oh yeah, well they didn't, this isn't the game I really wanted out there. They kind of made me get it out there. No. You need somebody to guide you. Otherwise, again, you got a beautiful ship with beautiful sails, but it ain't got no rudder. And it's gonna smash into rocks. It's either gonna smash into rocks or it's gonna pull into port. And it's going to do fine, but I don't see you pulling it into port because I don't see you putting a rudder on. You don't have no rudder. You're just going every direction the wind blows you.